entering into third year presentation, third year's B's presentation, sir.
Right, pa. You can proceed. You can call as per our plan. Some you can call from third year B, and
So
then we can
Naveen,
proceed.
Yes, I'm
just a
present, bro.
second, I will present the screen.
It's visible, bro. Yeah. Can I start, sir?
Yeah, you can start. You can go ahead.
Yes. Have a cherishful morning to one and all who are present in the gathering. Very good morning to the jury panel members and my seniors and my juniors and my fellow friends. Very good morning to all. Today my topic is design thinking and critical thinking methodologies with the example of product designing. May I have the next slide, please? Yeah. Let us first to go through a general intro of design thinking. Design thinking refers to the cognizant and strategic and practical process which design concepts are developed. What is design thinking? It is a way what type of design we are going to done. We want to think what are the components, what are the functions it going to done by the product. So it is a major thing we want to make it. So please design think to visualize your design. It is the general intro of design thinking. Next, critical thinking. If every product has a critical time or critical problem in that, we want to think in critical way. If the product damages like this, what is the next process we want to do? So we want to think in all critical ways of when we design a product. This is the general intro of the both thinkings. Next slide, please. Yeah, these are the five major topics, subtopics of design thinking. First one is empathize and define, ideate, prototype, test. First, empathize. Empathize short note is we want to get customer reviews and product functioning reviews. First is empathize, then define what are the problems, what are the needs of the product is going to challenge us while designing. This is defined. Second one is indicate, ideate. Ideate means we want to get ideas from our team members without anything, uh, any problem or games under the designing field. Next one is prototype. We want to make a prototype and test and fastly test until the due date of design is to given to the customer. It is the major thing of prototype with timing. Last is test. We make a product fully designed due all the categories the customers has needed. Then we test the product in all ways of its critical damages and physical damages and accidentally its damages. We want to think it tested in all ways. These are the five subtopics short notes. Next slide, please. Yeah, the major points in every topic of design thinking. Empathize has four topics. It is interviews, shadowing, seek to understand, non-judgmental. Define has five subtopics. Important points. Personal role objective, decision, challenges, and pain points. In this pain points is the design has to be created, but the major subpoint is important. So the pain points is also take a major role in define part. Second, ideate, share ideas. As well, I briefly said, we want to gather ideas in all our team members, and all ideas are worthy, leverage and converge, yes and no thinking, prioritize. Prototype has five mockups, storyboards, keep it simple, fail fast, iterate quickly. We want to do prototype quickly and test it quickly because the time is most important in designing and delivering the design to the customer. Under test is understand implements, what works, role play, iterate quickly. It is under implements means we want to make implements in the product after the test what we want to do, what we want to design. This is the test view. May I have the next slide, please? Next slide, please. Yeah, this is the major empathize, full abbreviation. First stage of design thinking is empathize. Empathize, it involves observing, engaging, and empathizing. We want to solve the problem of the design. First, we want to get the observing and engaging factors from the customer or to develop our design with this empathize stage. Next is define. We want to establish our features, functions, and other elements in the design. We want to define what is the design to the designer and our team. It is the main important role of design thinking. Next slide, please. Next slide. Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Audible, Naveen.
Yeah, may I have the next slide, please? Yeah, thank you. The third subtopic is indicate. During this third stage, the empathize stage and define stage combines, and we want to think out of the box. It is the major key point of this step. We want to think what are the problems, they are analyzed and defined. We want to ideate. In our all team members, they are giving suggestions. We want to gather it and think out of the box. Everything happens in every time, so we want to think all the ways to produce a safe design. Prototype, we always know they are investigated and either expected, improved and re-examined and rejected on the basics of user experience. User experience of the prototype is the major important thing to deliver the design to the customer in the best way. Next slide, please. Test. The above four stages are the stages of analyze and recreate the design to the failures and the changes we have to do in design. We in the test stage. We are ready in design, but we want to test before we have to give the design to the customer. So the stage is very important. The understanding of the users, the condition of use, how the people think, behave and feel, and to empathize. This test stage we got success, the product will be never damaged, never failure in the field. This is the design thinking of product designing. Next, the below diagram shows how the every stage reacts to the beginner and before stage. Next slide, please, bro. Yeah. Now we are in critical thinking. Critical thinking has there are many topics. I choose just three major topics: reasoning, problem solving, evaluating. That's it. Reasoning. Next slide, please, brother. Reasoning. It is a situation, recognize assumption by made, create hypothesis and evaluate design. Reasoning means we design a product. We want to think in all way the product damage in this way, or with the product will be damaged in this way. So we want to think in every way to give the product best. So reasoning is all the team members can be reason the product. This is critical thinking test first stage. Next, we got all reasoning how the product or damage, how we can recover it. So problem solving, we want to solve all the reasoning delivered problems in the problem solving stage. Then finally, we are in evaluating. In critical thinking, the before two stages are used in this to clear all the damages or all the problems which the design occurs in the reasoning or problem solving. We evaluate in this critical way to create a best and better design. Next slide, please. Thank you. If you have any questions, please.
Naveen, it's a very interesting topic you have chosen and very good presentation. As we also undergone certain design thinking workshops in past month, we had a workshop, very informative, and as you said, all those things should be uh, incorporated within ourselves, and we need to proceed. So thanks for the presentation, and it's good, and uh, congratulations. Right.
Thank you so much.
Over to Rakul.
Okay, so thank you, Naveen, for your flawless presentation. So next team of presentators can present their PPT now from third year B.
Presenters.
Rakul, do you have the name list with you, or the team members, those who registered? You can call their names if they are available. We can call their names, or we can skip and we can move to next team. So as per our Pravaran sir instruction, third year A section will have the this McTalk event in upcoming week. That is coming Saturday. Probably they will have it. So today, as per our plan, secondary A and B has completed, and third year B we will complete it, and we will wind up this session. So in upcoming week, third year A will have it. This is for information, and you can call their names from third year B.
Yes, sir. Stravanis, are you there?
Yes.
Can you present now?
Okay. It's visible.
Yes, it's visible. You can go ahead.
Good morning to all, one and all present here. We are from Mechanical Engineering B section, third year B section. My name is S. Saravanesh.
And
my
name
partner
is
name is J. Gogul.
Hello.
Can you hear?
Yes, Saravanesh. Okay.
Yes, both are audible, and you can proceed as per your plan. Yeah.
Yes, sir. This presentation is about electric vehicles. Let's see the presentation. Saravanesh, please move the next page. Yeah, let's see now. Contents in electric vehicles. First one is in the introduction, and next is history of electric vehicles, and next working of electric vehicles, and next type of electric vehicles, comparison of electric vehicles, and next benefits, and advantages of the disadvantages, and conclusion. These are the topics of electric vehicles. Saravanesh, move. Now let's see the introduction of electric vehicles. Electric vehicles are generally refers to road-going automobiles powered by electricity. Like the electric vehicles are run by using electricity, And next point is propelled by any one electric motor or more using batteries. The electricity vehicles are run by using propelled by electric motor or using batteries, and electric motors are give instant torque and smooth acceleration. Saravanis?
Next, the history of electric vehicle. In the year 1831, the electric motor is invented. Some year later, in 1832, Robert Anderson, who invented the first electric vehicle, he is the first man who invented the electric vehicle. In the year later, 1880s, the first rechargeable batteries were invented. And in 1899, the electric car La James Condensa was the first automobile to reach the 100 kilometer. And the year later, 1990s percentage of New York taxis were electric vehicle. More electric vehicles were sold in United States than gasoline and steam cars combined. In the year later, 1915, the internal combustion engine started to prevail. So the electric vehicle has disappeared in the 1935. After that, in 1973, the oil crisis reopened in the world, so that the electric vehicle the electric vehicle is planned implemented in the year 1992-2000. Another crisis started, standardization and agreement on CO2 emission. In the year 1996, General Motors introduced as the first electric vehicle one an electric car. In 2007, Toyota sells more than 1 million of its Pinus hybrid car. And the year later, in 2016, the sales of PU cars in Spain was 2.005 cars, and the best sell was Nissan Leaf, followed by Criteria C0 and Renault Zoe. Hybrid exceeds 30,000 registration. Total unit point 1.14700 total units. Next, how electric car works. Throttle variable resistor tells motor control decide speed. Like in fuel and petrol cars, throttle is used to calculate the fuel and according to speed calculate the fuel and send it to the engine according to speed. Now, like radio volume control we used in radios. Next, motor control varies pulse width to motor. Rapid, when the four type of battery are instructed, if any one battery get down, the other battery automatically change its power. Contractors may be used to reverse motor. In the ideal time when the car gets stopped, when the car gets stopped, the contractor get released and the contract get released. The charger rechargeable batteries they recharge using grid power system. DC converter charges low voltage starter battery from high voltage back. Just like in toy car, but high voltage and high current are used in electric cars. Google?
Yes. Now let's see the types of electric vehicles. There are three types of electric vehicles. First one is HEV, and the second one is PHEV, and third one is BEV. First one, HEV, stands for hybrid electric vehicle, and second one, PHEV, stands for plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, and third one, BEV, stands for battery electric vehicle. And first one is HEV, hybrid electric vehicle, is runs in fuel fully, like BS4 model. And second one is BHEV, runs in fuel and battery. And third one, BEV, fully runs in electric, like BS6 model. Saravanis? Now let's see the comparison of electric vehicles. First one, energy comparison. Electric vehicles from electric produced by batteries. Electric vehicles are runs by batteries, and combustion cars are runs by fuel and petroleum. Next, price. Slightly higher due to expensive batteries electric vehicles are, and the combustion cars are cheaper than the electric vehicles due to cheaper parts. And pollution comparison, does not produce harmful emissions and contributions in clean air. There is no harmful harmful pollutions in electric cars, and in combustion cars there are harmful carbon emission like CO2, and running cost will be lesser than number of parts in electric cars, and higher than number of parts replacement of oils etc. in combustion cars. Saravnis?
Next, the benefits of driving vehicle. Driving electric, according compared to combustion engine, electric vehicle saves 70% of fuel cost. Next, driving means not to helping to preserve the environment, to save the without causing any pollution. Electric vehicle are safe as compared to combustion vehicle. Next, larger electric vehicles are made from large domestic source, helping to reduce the dependence of foreign oil. The cost of the fuel can high due to export due to import from other countries. Electric vehicle can be used. Alternative purpose, we can use electric vehicle. Electric vehicle owners tend to have higher activational levels with their cars compared to non-electric vehicle owners. Next, advantages: no gas required, no emissions, cost effective, low maintenance, payback period, low noise. Next, Google.
Yes, now let's see the disadvantages of electric cars. High initial cost for electric cars due to highest parts, higher cost, and short driving range, and recharging takes much longer time, and refueling gas oil, lack of charging infrastructure. Battery pack takes space and weight of a vehicle which otherwise is available to the people. And conclusion, wireless power transfer is quickly becoming a viable reality to the people. This technology offers an extremely efficient alternative to previous attempts at providing wireless power. Future improvements in wireless technologies offer world-changing implication. Saravnis? And thank you to all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation, Pa. It's very informative, and we'll proceed
you,
right now.
Thank you, sir.
Good. Over to Rakul.
Thank you for your presentation. So
Rakul,
next, I
request the batch students, if there's a time limit, right? 5 or 6 months. You can give time, and after that you can have just a reminder over it if time exceeds over it.
Okay, sir. I kindly request Subhaneswaran to present this PPT. Subhaneswaran from third year Mechanical B.
Yes. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, it's visible, Subhanesh.
Good morning to all present here. My name is KM Sunesh from third year Mechanical B section. I welcome you all to this paper presentation. Let's go to the topic. My topic is welding. Welding is joining methods, fabrications and fabricate. Welding is a fusion process joined by electrode. The heat and pressure is used to join different parts commonly used in industries. Advantages of welding. It is used to repair parts and works. The joint is good and having a corrosion resistant. Different types of joint also can be done, and the welding process is economical and cost efficient. Disadvantages. It is reduce harmfulness. Previous and request operator requests. Applications. It is used in automobile parts, aircrafts, machine frames, pipelines and tanks and vessels. In this slide we can find such a weldings: carbon arc welding, TIG welding, MIG welding, plasma arc welding, spot welding, seam welding and projection welding. Let's go to the topic of weldings. Carbon arc welding. In this carbon arc welding, having two procedures: single electrode welding and double electrode welding. In the single electrode welding, the filler rod is no needed. In single electrode welding, the positive charge is attached to the electrode, negative charge is attached to the workpiece. Then the arc is produced. Then the weld is done. In the two steel arc welding, the two carbon electrode are positive charged and the negative charges go to the workpiece. Now the filler electrode rod is used to the arc produced. Then go to the next slide. Tungsten gas welding. In this tungsten gas welding, the electrode is in wired structure and the filler rod is used, and argon gas also used, because in this welding causes harmful dangerous gases, so the argon gas is used to prevent the gases. So this is the use. In this also, the positive charge is given to the electrode and the negative charge is given to the workpiece. Then the arc is produced, then the workpiece is welded. Advantage: this is slag free and different materials can be welded, so no cleaning process requires. Disadvantage: this is cost efficient but slow process. Filler material is required. Next, metal inset. It means MIG welding. It is similar to the TIG welding. In this welding, there is no electrode wire is required, because the electrode is in light thin wire and the shield gas is reduced. In that, argon gas is reduced. In this experiment, shield gas is reduced and the direction of the current is positive to negative. In this also, the workpiece is attached to the negative and the electrode is attached to the positive. It is a continuous flux production, so we can weld continuously by time. Advantages: slag is aqueous and continuous feed. Less is operator requires. Thickness can be welded with heavy thickness and light thickness. Next topic: plasma arc welding. In this plasma arc welding, electric current is used, and in this plasma arc welding, they are having two gases: plasma gases and sealing gases. Plasma gases is used to weld and sealing gas is used to prevent the harmful gases. This is a plasma arc gases. And in this also, the positive charge is connected to electrode and the negative charge is connected to the workpiece. In this direction of the flow also same. When the electrodes can be welded and the gas also produced. In this also having a cooling system. It means water cooling system to prevent the heat. Advantages: weld uniformly throughout, greater depth having, proper control on heat, and the depression of the metal rate is high. Go to next step. Spot welding. In this spot welding, they are having two electrodes in between of the workpiece, because the workpiece is in between of the two electrode and having two electrode. When the two electrode connected to the AC or DC supply and it connected to the positive and negative, when the workpiece is inside of the electrode, when the pressure is applied and the electric current is produced. When the electric current is produced, the electrode can melt and weld the workpiece in between. Can you visible in the diagram? Advantages of the spot welding. In these advantages, there is no slag accuracy. In this is very cost efficient and we request low operators only. Applications: for mass production uses in industries can be used. For ferrous and non-ferrous alloys also used. Used to weld sheet of 10 mm thickness. Go to next topic. Seam welding. In this seam welding, the electrode is having a circular in shape, and the electrode can be pulled the workpiece into left to right side. When the electrode having current supply, that is means AC or DC. In higher range can be produced DC, in lower range can be AC, and the AC and the DC supply is used.
Sorry to interrupt. You have got your time over. You can conclude now.
Okay. Thank you for giving one of the opportunity for me. Any questions?
Sir, he has completed, sir. Sir? Sir, he has completed, sir. Suvaneshwaran has completed his presentation, sir.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
Right.
open to the audience, that is the other participant. Is there any question over this presentation, sir? Actually, I have given a very enlightening discussion over this topic, the technical topic. It's very informative and it's refreshing session in welding sector. So, is there any queries or anything any other people want to share over this topic? You can add on. Otherwise, it's a very good presentation. Keep going.
Thank you, sir.
And a little bit, my suggestion is you can pass over the presentation. I feel personally, I feel just a little bit fast. You certain maintain the space correctly so that the content can be reached to all the audience. Right?
Okay, sir.
So otherwise,
Okay, sir.
very good. Keep
Okay,
going
sir.
and keep participating in all the events so that you can enhance your skills, both technical and interpersonal skills. You can definitely improve if you participate in all such events. It will be helpful and you can show up very nice. Right? Thank you. Thanks for the presentation. Over to the team.
So, thank you, Subhaneswaran, for your wonderful presentation. Next, I call upon Raja to present this presentation. Raja from third year Mechanical B to present this presentation now.
Bro, I can't present my screen. Shall I send it to you?
Yeah, you can send it to me. Now, anyone alternate can Uday Kumar, you can present your presentation. Uday Kumar can present your presentation.
Bro, Pradeep பண்றானா bro. அவன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல இருந்தே கேட்டுட்டு இருக்கான்.
Okay, Pradeep, you can do. Anyone who comes forward can present their screen from third year Mech B.
Bro, it's audible and visible, bro.
Visible.
Good morning to everyone. I am Pradeep from third year Mechanical B section.
Myself, M. Basan from third year Mechanical Department. Today we are going to present about air compressed car. Air compressed car that runs on using compressed air. This car can run without or combined with gasoline, diesel, ethanol or electric plant. The electric compression motor which compresses the air into the car tanks. Then the car engine converts compressed air into mechanical energy. This hydrogen fuel cell vehicle to be fragile than electric batteries. Next slide.
This is a Tata Motors car. This model of car was invented on 1979 by Terry Miller. In 2007, Tata Motors signed an agreement with the Motor Development International, that's mean of MDI, in the United States, to roll out the car that runs on the compressed air. This car is finally it's on the market on December 2020 in India. This air compressed car will weigh about only 907 kg, which makes more fuel efficient. This car can drive with the help of joystick in the concept of airports. This car cost only 70 rupees per 200 kilometer. This car can be showcased there SUV where 4 persons can seated. Next, air compressed engine. This engine runs on 2 cylinder, inlet cylinder and exhaust cylinder. There are 2 piston chamber. One is the compression chamber and another one is the expansion chamber. The air can be injected at the temperature of 93.32 degrees Celsius through the inlet. But the working process, the amount of heat transfer through the exhaust is just 15 Celsius to the 25 Celsius, which is the elimination of hazardous chemicals in the environment and reduces the air pollution.
Energy density. A compressed air has a relatively low energy density. Air at 30 megapascal contain about 50 watts of energy per liter and normally about 372 gram per liter. Storage tanks. The storage tanks are made by carbon fiber material composition. So it holds the air at pressure around 31 megapascal. This car will be traveled at 140 km in urban driving and also 110 km in highway driving. Next slide.
Advantages. This this car is not based on a gasoline or a biocarbon based fuel. Only runs on the compressed air. Refuel may be done at the home. This compressed air engine reduces the cost of the vehicles. It eliminates the hazardous chemicals that release on the car. Battery can also be charged by compressing or storing air. Next, disadvantages. Compressed air. Compressed air.
I will tell
Okay.
disadvantages of air compressed car. It has less efficiency than a electric vehicle. It produces more greenhouse gas than conventional gas powered car. A top speed is 80 km. Ohm are low end conventional air compressor by using refilling air container. So it may take as long as 4 hours. Thank you for giving opportunities.
So the conclusion is the compressed air car is more efficient than the electrical car and the fuel car. This car can be useful to our future environment of not to produce our air pollutions. So thank you. Any doubts? Hello?
Thank you. Sir, they have completed their presentation, sir. Sir?
That's fine. Fine. Good presentation. Is there any queries from other side? Audience listen money, our queries it will be interesting. Any officer, anyone? அவங்க கேட்குற சஜஷனோ இல்லை இன்புட்ஸ் அவங்க ப்ரெசன்டேஷன் நம்ம அப்ஜெக்டிவ் என்ன அப்படின்னா those are presenting should do their presentation next time still more better and they need to improve. So you can give your inputs also. That's the thing. Is there any such thing you can start? From my side, it's everything is went on well. It's a very professional way of presentation, and still you can be very that is data wise is fine. You need to improve on this vocabularies. That will be coming over a period of time. No need to worry about it, but you need to concentrate on other stuff, right? Thank you. Thanks for your good presentation, sir. Keep going and need your participation in all your upcoming events, sir.
Okay, sir.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And we can move on to
Thank you. Thank you for your. Oh, okay, sir. Next, I call upon Raja and Shanmuga Prasad to present their presentation. Raja P and Shanmuga Prasad R.
Yes. Bro, can you present my screen?
Yeah, I will present just a second.
Good morning, one and all gathered here. I am Raja from third year mechanical B. Today, I am and my friend Sanmugh Prakash going to present about energy storage system. Sanmugh Prasad.
Welcome. Good morning to one another person here. I am Samir Prakash from Mechanical Department, third year Mech B.
Bro, next.
Now, our topic is energy storage system. Now we can see about the energy storage system. What is energy storage system? The energy storage system is the captures of energy produced at one time for used in the later time. A device that stores energy is generally called the energy storage. In example, like that, the battery stores the energy. The energy comes in multiple form of ways, including the radiation, the chemical gravitational potential, the electric potential, and electricity, and elevated temperature. The energy storage involves the converting energy from one source to another source. Next slide. The energy storage system is short for energy storage system. The meaning that it actually stores energy and uses the stored energy whenever the needed crisis. Then nowadays the energy storage system is very important to in our countries. Like that, the nearly the present 2020 the Kamudi solar power system projects was implemented in all over in India. It is stores the maximum of energy storage in our India. It gives more megawatts of energy is given to the biggest industries in our Tamil Nadu. Next slide. Go next slide, please. As the needs for cleaning energy arises, it is nothing. The needs to replace the current existing the power plants have become a global crisis. In nowadays, the energy storage system will support the two state of these art operation centers, which use passionate algorithms of peaks, forecastings, and all based optimizations. The centers will automatically apply the batteries to deliver the maximum savings for commercial and industrial customers. The technology of Honeywell will be provided dispatching at grid and cybernetic crisis. It is easily way of to store energy more and more.
That's okay தான். ஆனா
Next slide, please.
போட்டோ வந்து எங்களால பிபிடில போட முடியாதுதான். அதாவது போட்டோ
What is
இந்த போட்டோ கொண்டு வந்து
energy storage system? The energy storage system that compensate for more intermittency of renewable energies, such as the wind and solar energies, to compensate for winds and sunshine variabilities. The energy storage stores electricity to grid and stable power output from renewable resources. It converts the one source of energy to another source of energy. Like that, the battery stores one kind of energy to transmit the another source of energy. So please move next slide. Raja, take over.
Bro, next slide. From the energy storage system, it enables for commercial and residential owners to cut energy costs. From the energy storage device, energy storage system, we can easily storage the energy for later use, and it can be consumed for later, such as wind energy, solar energy, and chemical energy, etc. So next. The types of energy storage system. There are the four categories of energy storage system, like battery, pumped hydro, flywheel, and compressed air efficiency system. First of all, battery. Battery is a storage device which can storage the energy, and it can be used for later use. And pumped storage hydroelectricity is a type of hydroelectric energy storage used by electric power system for load balancing. The method stores in the form of gravitational potential energy of water pumped from a lower elevation reservoir to a higher elevation. Next, flywheel. Flywheel energy storage works by accelerating a rotor to a very high speed and maintaining the energy in the system as rotational energy. And CAES, from this, it is a way to store energy generated at one time, and it can be used at another time using compressed air. At utility scale, energy generated during periods of lower energy demand of peak can be released to meet high demand peak load periods. The characteristics of four characteristics are: from the battery we can store high energy density and large operation temperature range, and from the pumped hydro, significant negative effect on environment, and the flywheel highly inflammable, and the CAS geographically constrained. Next, bro. Types of batteries. In the battery, there are different types of battery, like lithium ion battery, lead acid battery, natrium sulfur battery. From the lithium ion battery, the maximum power rating is 100, and the discharge time will be 1 minute to 8 hours, and the maximum cycle of lifetime is 1000 to 10,000, and the energy density watt per hour 72 to 10, and the efficiency is 80 to 90. And from the lead acid is the battery is 1000, and maximum power rating is 1000, and the discharge time is 2 to 30 hours, and maximum cycle is 20 to 40, and the energy density is 2 to 6, and the efficiency is 40 to 70. And from the natrium sulfur battery, the maximum power rating is 20, and the discharge time is seconds to minutes, and the maximum cycle is, or lifetime is 20,000 to 1 lakh, and the energy density is 20 to 80, and the efficiency is 70 to 90%. And their characteristics is high capacity and long lifespan in lithium, and lead acid is low cost, low capacity, and eco-friendly not. And in natrium sulfur batteries, low cost and not eco-friendly and highly inflammable. So next. From this, we going to conclude that we have to store the energy, how to use it in the later time, and to reduce the global warming, and reduce the overall cost to for the future. Thank you.
Good presentation, sir. You have taken one of the emerging areas, that is energy storage. It's a major threat or a problem facing for almost in electric vehicle field. If you are efficient in energy storing, then we can move on our switch over to conventional. We can leave this conventional fuels, and we can move on to this electric vehicles. So as you said, all this lead acid batteries and other batteries, it is under it's a vast research
field and in, under the study. So you can those who are interested in this field will have a should have a depth of knowledge and you can start learning from all those current. These are all current areas that is emerging areas and you need you can have so much amount of data that is information on the net and in research papers. So if you are interested, you can go through it and if you have certain knowledge in this field, definitely you will have an opportunity in all kind of automobile fields because all automobile sectors are trying to switch over and the skill or the knowledge again is the topic necessary for the students that is for the employers. So in that aspect, you can look on and you can keep going. So overall, nice presentation and very informative. That is a technical point of view. It's very nice and all the best for good presentation and keep participating. Right? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you both. And I request next team to present their PPT. Next team from Mechanical B, third in Mechanical B to present their PPT. Uday Kumar, can you present now?
Okay, now. Is it audible now?
Yes, it's audible. You can carry on, Uday.
Good morning to one and all present here. I am M. Uday Kumar of third year Mechanical Engineering. I am very much happy to share my knowledge about the autonomous vehicle. First of all, I like to convey the reality of the whole life. On the busy world, we are trying to make the lifestyle very modern and easy. For that sake, we have invented the autonomous vehicle to make our transportation easily. Now we can see an introduction about the autonomous vehicle. Autonomous car. Autonomous car are also called as driverless car, robot car, self-driving car. This is a vehicle that guides itself without the human conductions. Now we see the specification of this wonderful creation. The autonomous cars are using the electric vehicle batteries. These batteries are rechargeable and they are composed of lithium-ion batteries. So it is more convenient than the other batteries. This is the first Google car invented by the Googles. The round-shaped sensor maximizes the sensor field of view in all directions. A program is specially created for this car for self-driving. The backup systems are used for going on the same way again. That is, if we travel in a path, the direction will be taken back up and it is useful when we go back on the same path. These cars have many types of sensors. The types are ultrasonic sensor, radar sensor, LiDAR sensor, image sensor, GPS sensor, wheel speed sensor. We can see about the radar sensors. The applications are it is used in the military radars for searching the enemy's hidden place and to finding the any harmful weapons are being planted on somewhere. And next, it is used in our vehicles for cruise control and many useful things. And ground penetrating radars. If any weapons or bombs is penetrated in the ground, we can use the radars to find out where it is planted. Now, the types of ECUS products. The ECUS means electronic control unit systems. The autonomous vehicles consist of many control units. The few I can now been explained. A brake control unit, transmission control module, door control unit, adaptive cruise control. Brake control unit. When we go in speed of more kilometers per hour, we can suddenly apply the brake. It will control from all the all the wheels. The transmission control module, if they to talk to the other vehicles, it will transmit some transmit some sensors and some signals, and it will communicate with the other vehicles also. Door control unit, from right side of the driver seat, we can control the all doors and windows. Adaptive cruise controls, to maintain the same lane, we have the cruise control methods in this adaptive autonomous vehicles. V2X communications, that is nothing but vehicle to everything communications. The car will talk to the other cars, exchanging data. They also read the spotlights, road signs, and traffic signals. By reading the traffic signals, there is no chance of the traffic jams. There is some challenges faced in this autonomous vehicles. Unpredictable humans. If we go on in the same direction also, some drivers can overtake, and their human errors will happen. So it cannot be it cannot be predicted by the systems. So some errors can cause bad weather due to the snow, rain, fog, and other types of weathers. It is very difficult to sensing the front and back vehicles. So it is very difficult. Digital mapping, some roads may have some accidents, so it cannot predict this road is going or not. So it is very difficult to facing challenges. And the autonomous vehicle consists of wheel speed sensors. It provides input to a number of different automated systems, including the anti-lock braking systems. We are very familiar in the anti-lock braking systems and electronic stability control. It will give equal amount of pressure to the brake in all four wheels. Features of self-driving car. Adaptive cruise control, it will control the steering. Cruise control means nothing but is a steering control, and maintain the speed in same directions without collision with the other vehicles. Emergency braking, if it sense any objects in front or back, it will suddenly go on to the brake positions. Another one is self parking. If we are it is more difficult to park in some small areas, but by using this we can easily park on wherever we want. Lane keeping, if we want to go in a straight lane, we can set up in a program, and we can go in the same lane. Or if we want to change, means we can comment to the sensors, and it will change the lane. It is the first autonomous two-wheeler invented by the Chinese year-old. That boy was 16 years old. The components are.
Uday, sorry to interfere. Time limit has.
Thank you.
Okay, fine.
So it is very useful by using this adaptive autonomous vehicles. Thank you. Any queries?
Thank you. Good presentation, Uday Kumar. It's very, even though to our environment and to our nation, it's a very tough project to introduce autonomous vehicles. But as you mentioned, all the growing developed nations are looking forward to extend this kind of transport. So obviously we need to compete, and we need to have certain knowledge over it. And thanks for sharing those information and the presentation you have done. You have worked for that preparation is very nice, and overall it's good. Right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Uday Kumar, for a wonderful presentation you have presented now. And now I call upon Ranjit D from 3rd year Mechanical B to present this presentation.
Bro, my screen is visible.
Yes, visible. You can rotate it. You can make it horizontally. You can rotate it. Play. Click on play.
Okay, bro. Bro, it's visible.
Yes, it's visible. You can go ahead.
Okay, bro. Now, my name is Ranjit from Mechanical Engineering B section. Now I can talk about computer-aided process planning. First of all, I will tell why I will take the particular topic, because most of manufacturing company will use this type of process, because we will plan the manufacturing process, so it will useful to manufacturing department. Now I can change slide. Yeah, first, what is CAPP? CAPP is not computer aided process planning. The block diagram will explain how the process planning acts a bridge between design and manufacturing by translating design specification into manufacturing process. Why it will tell design will convert it into manufacturing. We know the what process will is helpful to manufacturing. This kind of questions will raised, but the CAPP will helpful to which process is helpful, and which material and which process, which layout. This kind of answer will be given the CAPP. So I can change next slide. Yeah, process plan. It is the most refers to a set of instructions that are used to make a component or a part so that the design specification are met. Why? We will give one input, it will give an output to what the process will helpful, and which process will taken to manufacturing, and this kind of etc. and determine how a component will be manufactured. It is the how will manufacturing the particular design. Yes, this kind of will help to CAPP. A major next is a major determinant of manufacturing cost and probability, and the CAPP give a good design to it was a profitable and without any losses. That is major reason. Yeah, it is the block diagram of process planning. The input signal and output signal will explain. The input is the facility layout, knowledge, design package, industrial engineering, tools and cages engineering, designers and intelligence, time, NC part programmers, process planners. These are the input of the process planning. We will give it, and the machining operation plan will give it the CAPP. Now I can tell this type of information will tell the CAPP. It will give a one good manufacturing process will give. It was main reason to we all know the CAPP. So basic process in developing a process plan. These are the basic process to develop analyzing a part equipment. We know what we know for part equipment. Now next, select a raw material workpiece. It is which workpiece is comfortable to the process. And next, determine manufacturing operation and their sequence. And next, we will know that which processes of manufacturing operations will comfortable, and which process is profitable, and etc. And selection machine tools and HSS, and this kind of tools will are more than here, but which tool are helpful to the particular job and particular process we will know. That is why also CAPP will do selection of tools, work welding device and jaws, jigs. This type of work welding device are here, and this also we will take which is better than this process. Determining machining condition, cutting speed. These are the basics, and which speed is comfortable. These are the always know process planning approaches. These are the types of CAPP, manual system, computer aids, and computer aids are classified in two types: variant system, experimental generative system. Now I can first explain manual prepared process plans. A skilled individual examines a part drawing to develop necessary instructions for the plan, requires knowledge of the manufacturing capabilities of the factories. And widely used time-consuming plans developed over a period of time may not be consistent nor objectives. Excessive time of and cost may be required to develop necessary skills for successful planners. And it is normally used, and I think small scale industries most of used, and most of company have one good planner of any company. There's one person will plan the all process. Now I can. They will.
Ranjit, sorry to interrupt. Your time has over. You can conclude now.
Yeah, okay, bro. Yeah, thank you. Any questions or in my presentation?
Sir? So Ranjit has presented.
Yes, sir. Good presentation, Ranjit. It's very. My suggestion is somewhat theoretically it is represented, but content is very good content. That is the data, but you can just think over adding all those related pictures and some other way you can use a chart or likewise you can add on so that it would be still more better to present and for the audience we can listen, right? So overall it's a good presentation, and in future you need to note all the points which I said, and you can improve. Definitely you can improve. That the communication is very good, and all the good stuff. Right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I call Tamil Selvan to present this presentation. From third year B, I call Tamil Selvan. Tamil Selvan, are you there? Otherwise, Vignesh, you can present your screen.
Okay, bro. Can I share my screen?
Yes, you can share.
Brooke, can you able to my screen?
Yeah, it's visible, Vignesh. You can start presenting.
Okay, thank you. Good morning to one and all gathering present here. This is Vignesh. I am doing the third year BE Mechanical Engineering. Now, when we are talk about blockchain technology. So, what is blockchain technology? So, blockchain technology is nothing but is a system of recording information in a way that makes it difficult or impossible to change, hack, or cheat the system. A blockchain technology is essentially a digital ledger of transactions that is duplicated and distributed across the entire network of computer system on the blockchain. And see about Bitcoin blockchain. Bitcoin blockchain. Blockchain forms the bedrock for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin by spreading its operations across a network of computers. Blockchain allows Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to operate without the need for a central authority. This is not only reduces risk but also eliminates many of the processing and the transaction fees. And now see about history of Bitcoin. A short history of Bitcoin. 2008. The first descriptions of Bitcoin was published in 2008 by an individual or a group under the Shio Doni and Satoshi Nakamoto in a now very famous white paper. Then 2009, the Bitcoin network goes live and the first Bitcoins are mined. And in 2010, the first cryptocurrency stock exchange for trading. Sorry. 2010, the first cryptocurrency stock exchange for trading Bitcoin is launched. And then 2013, one Bitcoin now equals 100 USD. 2014, Microsoft starts accepting Bitcoin as payments. Then 2017, one Bitcoin equals 10,000 USD. Now, flow side, Bitcoin is not equal blockchain. So Bitcoin is a currency and a system that uses a blockchain as underlying data structure, which can be used for many things, including cryptocurrency. Blockchain is the underlying data structure. Then before see about blockchain technology, now see the blockchain. Blockchain is nothing but, I already told you, a blockchain is a data structure which is a growing list of data blocks. The data blocks are linked together such that old blocks cannot be removed or altered. And then now see about Bitcoin ecosystem. So the Bitcoin ecosystem contains a public network in which anyone, including a malicious participant, can participate without restrictions. The amazing breakthrough that came with Bitcoin is that although malicious participants can participate, the system works without a regulator. And now see about the Bitcoin ecosystem in this graph. The Bitcoin ecosystem is a self-stabilizing. The more participants the system has, the more difficult manipulations become. Then and the more difficult manipulations become and the more participants there are, the greater the demand for Bitcoins. This results in price increases, which in turn attracts new participants. And then cutting the middleman. Blockchain technology makes a middleman, so-called trusted third parties, obsolete in many applications. Bitcoin can serve as an example here. Bitcoins are not routed via a central instance, example, a bank, but can be transferred directly between the parties. And then building consensus. Blockchain technology has a wide range of applications for a consensus building. In a finite time frame, all participants of the blockchain agree on a proposal which was worked out by a beginning participant. At Bitcoin, I say for an example, all participants agree on who owns how many Bitcoins, but applications are also conceivable industry. Now move to the creating witness. Finally, a public blockchain can also be used for the automated creation of witness. If something is published on a public blockchain, all participants become witness. This is used for I say for an example, by origin stamp to create a secure timestamp for documents. Then move on to the key features. A public blockchain has some characteristic features. Then 5 points is including in the characters features. Then first point, write only immutable transparent data storage. Then second point, decentralized, no need for intermediaries. Then third point, consistent state across all participants. Then fourth point, resistant against malicious participants. And another fifth point, open to everyone. Then
sorry to interrupt, your time has got over.
Okay, bro. This is a long.
Can conclude.
Okay. It's a conclusion, challenges. Then now I tell this just 4 points. The high energy consumptions, Bitcoin uses a lot of energy. The scalability issue, Bitcoin supports less transactions per second than example Pisa. It's okay. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you to all wonderful opportunities. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Pa.
Any queries?
To the audience,
Sir?
to other participants, if there are any queries, you can raise, Pa. This area is completely new to me and already heard about it, by way of transactions and other, just like an yeah, just like a game, I think that is that's what I understood.
Okay.
There's give and take policy and accounting and other things and all as a separate that is separate follow up, I think. So with this, I congratulate and all the best for the future. Pa. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you for. Very thanks.
Over to Rakul and office bearers, we can proceed with the other participants.
Next, Tamil Selvan is going to present, sir. I will share the screen now, sir.
Okay.
Good morning to one and all. Myself K. Google and my partner Tamil Chelvan. We are from third year B. We talking about AI, artificial intelligence. AI is one of upcoming technology in our day-to-day life. Here my partner tells the content in AI.
Good morning to all. I am Tamil Chelvan from
Next
third year B section. Please next. Contents of artificial intelligence. Definition, yearly history, current status of artificial intelligence, challenge of artificial intelligence, future of artificial intelligence, and conclusion. My partner Google will continue to come next. Please. Please move next slide.
What is AI? AI is nothing but when computer take a decision to solve a particular program and intimate the human behavior. Human behavior. Example: reasoning, learning, and problem solving. One of the lifetime example: Gmail, YouTube, and self-driving cars. And best examples in our reach our phone, Google Assistant. Next slide. Next slide.
Current status of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence have taken many shapes and forms over recent years. Mobile phones, video games, GPS and voice recognition, and robotics. Artificial intelligence is the backbone for many groundbreaking analysis in industrial, automotive, and video game. Now, artificial intelligence is taking center stage in smartphones, and it's goes for beyond the application like digital assistants. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Challenges: computing power, tolerance power, intuitive thinking, judging power. Next. Future of artificial intelligence. Beyond the negation more, say CMU is the betting several other artificial intelligence areas are going to be highly important in the near future. Self-driving cars, improved medical care and treatment, open up doors in the future exploration and etc. Talking about the next topics, my partner Google. Please move the next slide. Google, please stop.
Next, like some advantages of artificial intelligence: more powerful and useful computers, solving new problems, better handling information, conservation information to knowledge. Next topic. Disadvantages of AI: increased cost, difficult to software development, and slow and expensive, and few experimental programs. Next. Applications of AI: computer vision, robotics, communication, programming, gaming, music, technologies, and medical science, and etc. Next. Next topic.
Conclusion. Now, the biggest challenges of artificial intelligence is discovering ways to represent general knowledge and experience that enable people to currently out daily activities such as running a wide range of conversation or finding their way on busy street. Using best technologies like the artificial intelligence skills, we can make future India a great power country. Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Yes, sir. All the 9 presentations is over, sir.